Today, I am sharing a story of 5 friends who went for camping to find out that this adventure is the worst experience of their lives. The full moon hung high in the cloudless night sky as a group of 5 adventurous teenagers huddled around their crackling campfire, deep within the heart of the dense forest known as the Howling Woods. The eerie silence that enveloped them was broken only by the distant howls that seemed to echo through the trees. Curiosity stirred within them, and they exchanged nervous glances, their imaginations running wild with what could be lurking in the darkness. "I wonder what those howls are," whispered Emma, a brave yet cautious girl with a penchant for mysteries. "Should we check it out?" Her words were met with a mix of excitement and trepidation from the others. Jake, the group's fearless leader, stood up and declared, "Let's go investigate. It's probably just some wild animals." With flashlights in hand, they ventured deeper into the woods, their heartbeats quickening with each step. The howls grew louder, and an unsettling feeling washed over them. The forest seemed to come alive with shadows, and the trees swayed ominously in the chilly breeze. The teenagers pressed on, drawn by a strange compulsion to uncover the source of the eerie sounds. As they delved deeper into the woods, the group became aware of a presence following them, lurking just beyond the reach of their dim flashlights. Panic rose like a tide, and they quickened their pace, stumbling over tree roots and fallen branches. The howls intensified, and they could now distinguish a chorus of sinister growls and snarls joining the cacophony. In a clearing, they finally glimpsed the source of the haunting cries. Amongst the shadows emerged a pack of otherworldly creatures, their eyes glowing like crimson embers. Half human, half wolf, these supernatural beings were the stuff of nightmares, ancient guardians of the Howling Woods, now disturbed by the intruders in their domain. Terror-stricken, the teenagers turned to flee, but the creatures pursued them with preternatural speed and agility. Jake and Emma's voices echoed through the woods, urging the group to stick together as they raced to find safety. Fear seemed to be their greatest enemy, clouding their judgment and making escape nearly impossible. In the darkness, they stumbled upon an old, dilapidated cabin, its wooden planks groaning with age. Desperate for refuge, they barricaded themselves inside, hoping to outlast the night until help arrived. The creatures circled the cabin, their snarls and howls sending shivers down the spines of the trapped teenagers. With each passing moment, the tension grew thicker, and the group's resolve wavered. But amidst the fear, a glimmer of hope emerged. They realized that the creatures thrived on fear and uncertainty. Armed with this newfound knowledge, they vowed to stand strong, to confront their deepest fears, and to rely on each other for support. As the night dragged on, they chanted words of courage, pushing back against the haunting sounds that surrounded them. Slowly but surely, the creatures' presence began to weaken. The howls became fainter, and their glowing eyes retreated into the shadows. By confronting their fears and relying on their unity, the teenagers began to repel the malevolent force. When the first rays of dawn finally broke through the dense canopy, the creatures vanished entirely, leaving the woods as silently as they had come. The teens emerged from the cabin, exhausted but triumphant, realizing that they had survived a harrowing encounter with the supernatural. As they made their way back to their campsite, the forest seemed eerily quiet once more. The distant howls had ceased, and the Howling Woods had returned to its mysterious and enigmatic state. Though the teenagers were forever changed by their night of terror, they carried with them a newfound appreciation for the strength of friendship and the power of confronting one's fears.